I purchased this guy's mid-era childhood Pokemon collection off eBay. It's super sick, proper nostalgia hit. We've got, it looks well packaged anyway, which is positive to see. Interesting. So what have we got here? Diamond and Pearl, plus Cresselia level X, Secret Wonders. Okay, this is probably going to take me a bit of time to unpackage everything. It is deep. There should be 9 part complete sets, I think, and then some promos. Anyway, I'm probably going to take a bit of time, unpackage this all just to make it a bit easier, and then I'll show you guys what we got. So I've started to unpack the first Secret Wonders set, and unfortunately, it looks like quite a lot of the cards have sort of flown about. On a positive note, it does look like, at least in this one, there's cardboard in between each layer, so hopefully the cards will be safe. They're not mint cards anyway, or I don't expect anything to be mint, so fingers crossed it'll be alright, but I'm going to sort of put this back together and I'll get it out. As well as all of the part complete sets, there is actually a bunch of promos from the era, and conditions obviously going to vary, but you'll see that I picked up some other mid-era cards in the next video, I believe. And that also included some of these sort of mid-era promos. Now, I had said when I recorded that I wasn't planning on keeping them. But actually, now that I've got as many as I've got, I'm like, don't get me wrong, they're absolutely... These ones are crumpled. The condition is poor. But you're probably still talking like that. I mean, they're still going to be worth a few pounds. And there's what? How many have we got? We've got 8 of them here. And I'm like, do I just keep them for the binders? I'm tempted now that I've got them here, you know, and I've got quite a few. The Dialga is a cool one. The Heatran, that's definitely on a doubled up one. I'm pretty sure the Garchomp as well. The Mewtwo is obviously a sick one. And then we've got the Empoleon Inferno. Anyway, let me know what you think. I don't think I'm going to bother. I'm either going to keep them or I'm going to want all of them. So let me know in the comments what you think I should do. I'm fully aware this isn't going to be to everybody's taste, but I personally have been trying to complete these mid-era sets for years. I had some of them, I sold some of them when I was trying to do other things, but I'm trying to get them all back now. We're going to start off with Platinum, and I am going to go through and sleeve up basically every single card. I'm not going to do it all in this video, but I will go through and sleeve them all up. Oh, there's multiples! Oh, he didn't tell me that. I knew that the cards were not all in the best condition, but I didn't know there was going to be multiples. Oh, that could change everything. So this is Platinum base set, and for those who don't know, the mid-era was probably a time in Pokemon where it wasn't so popular. I don't think, I mean, I know for sure that I wasn't involved in it at all at that point. But in general, there wasn't as many printed, there wasn't as many people buying packs. So this sort of mid-era set of cards is quite a lot rarer. Well, it is in the UK anyway, I should say. And so what I've purchased here is a childhood collection of mid-era cards. There's 9 part complete sets here, and I just assumed it was going to be 1 card of each. And some people also might look at these reverse holos and think, well, less valuable than if it was a holo. But actually for me, I'm quite happy to have both, because I do want to master every single one of these sets. So I want to have the holo and the reverse version. And I think quite often, it depends on the card, right, but in the mid-era side of things, but typically the holo version is more expensive. I mean, they're all going to be binder quality, right? I don't expect any of these to be minty whatsoever. However, like, I don't plan on grading them. What have we got here? Regular Palkia, and again, with the price that I paid, I think that this is going to be a pretty good deal. I mean, the fact that I've even got 2 of the Ampharos, I don't know how much that's worth individually, but it'll be a few pounds, a good few pounds, I would imagine. Cards like this Shaman, that'll probably be a few quid. And I think that if you were to look at eBay, there's not very often that mid-era cards come up, especially in sort of bundles like this. And I was kind of toing and froing about whether or not I actually show this, because I kind of don't want to increase the competition for people buying these. I understand there's obviously a lot of people already interested, and maybe it's a bit daft to me to think that this video could change that. But even like 1 or 2 extra people competing for these cards could make it harder for me to actually find them. Shaman, holo from Platinum Base. Platinum Base is actually one of the ones I've got more complete. It was one of the ones I never sold off a few years back, so It's one of the more complete ones. This Combuskin is sleeved up, and it feels like there's a few in here. There is. Interesting. There's a couple. Well, that's cool. We'll split that out. Yeah, it was one of the ones I just didn't sell off. I can't remember why. I can't remember if it just nobody bought it or if there was a particular reason for me keeping it. So it's actually one of the more complete ones, which is exciting. I'm not 100 miles away from finishing it, which I am for some of the other ones. But we'll go through, I'm not going to go through all the common cards. I mean, I'll go through the start of each of the sets, and I'll show you the holos. I'll maybe show you a couple of cool reverse holos, because I know that there are definitely going to be a couple of cool reverses in some of them. Cards like this Gyarados here, I know that I've already got that. But again, from this era, cards like Gyarados, Gengar, any sort of fan favourites become quite expensive. I'm sure that this in reverse will be a pricey card. Again, it's not awful. The cards didn't come out of the pack much better than this back in the day. So let's see if there's anything else. We've got a Slacking holo in there. I thought we were about to have two Slacking holos. No, we've just got the one. I think that is one of the cheaper holos, if I remember rightly. When I picked this up last time, it was maybe only a couple of pounds. There's actually not a huge amount of holo foil on it, which is potentially why. Got a couple of Carnivines. Let's see what we've got. Grottle. Got a Licky reverse. And again, in my experience, to get reverses that are, I mean, that's not too bad at all. That's actually really mint. How bizarre. Got a bit of whitening. Yeah, to get, reverses that are like not scratched up, they can charge, for some of them, quite a few pounds. And for some of the more expensive ones, it can be 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds even, something more, depends on the card, which there will be some sets where we've got a couple of those to show. So I'm not going to pull all those out just now. Let me see what else we've got here, which is quite cool. We've got the War Turtle, we've got a reverse Probopass, which is sick. Lucario, which again is probably one of the more expensive cards. This Miss Magius is nice. What have we got in the back here? Reverse Electric. Lapras here, again, that will be one of the more expensive ones. Is there multiple Laprases? There is. That's class. I know that will be a sought after card. It's probably like, I'd imagine that's worth at least £2, £3, £4 on its own. So that's cool to have. Yeah, the Reverse Electric is very cool. Looks like there's a couple of Honchkrows down there maybe. We love that. Let me see, that Psyduck artwork is very sick. What else have we got? We've got a reverse holo Slakoth, this Squirtle. It's a shame that the Squirtle's not in the reverse. I'm sure that's an expensive reverse. We've got a couple of regular cards. We've got a reverse trainer down there. Again, all important. We need to get those as well. And then, oh, I hadn't seen that. I think that might be one that I've already got in reverse. But either way, banger of a card there. Super sick Giratina. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next Platinum set now and show you that. Next up, we've got Platinum Supreme Victors. So we've got the second Platinum set that's included in this bundle here. We've got the Garchomp Reverse, which is very nice. It looks pretty good. What have we got here? Got a nice little Marshtomp. I don't think this one had as many cards. It's also one of the sets which I don't have a whole lot of. I think I've sort of part completed it maybe. But we've got the Lopunny Reverse, we've got the Masquerain Reverse, which is nice. We've got the regular Raichu. Again, that's unfortunate. That'll be one that's, I'm sure, expensive in reverse. The Spiritomb, the Rotom, pretty nice. Is that Rotom a rare? No, it's an uncommon. Beldum Reverse, which is sick. There's quite, it feels like there's quite a few of some of these. The Bulbasaur, there's definitely multiples of that. I'm sure that's probably worth a couple of pounds to the right buyer. Just all regulars there. And then the last page of Supreme Victors, we're very light on Supreme Victors here. We've got one more reverse. So again, not too bad. I think he'd only priced this up at like £20 on its own. Sorry, obviously I bought the big bundle, so I didn't pay that. But again, for £20, if somebody was starting out a Supreme Victors set, it's probably not a bad shout. So I'll go through and save these all up anyway. Next up, we've got a really sick one here. We've got Mysterious Treasures, which is one that I never really had that many cards in. It was just one of the more elusive ones. I don't know if there is actually like a difference in terms of rarity between the sets. First up, we've got the Manaphy Holo, which is cool. I'm pretty certain this is one I've already got. If memory serves me right, this isn't actually, or wasn't too expensive in a Holo stroke reverse a few years ago. A card that I've certainly never owned though. which is very, very cool, is this Moltres. Now, the reason it's a bit hard to pull these out is because actually there is some sleeves in here, which is making it a bit trickier. Here we go, got it. I'll re-sleeve that because that sleeve's all damaged. Really, really nice holo. Again, I've no idea what the individual price is. I'll probably be pricing this up as we go. It will be a bit hard though, like condition obviously varies massively, but from the front, that looks pretty sick. Like I can't, if you have that in a binder, which I'm going to do, you're never going to clock any damage on that. Let's see what else have we got up front. We've got the Rotom holo. Very nice indeed. It's got quite a sick, like full card holo pattern. I don't know if that's like one of those errors from back in the day that were like, it is an error, but they were all errors, if that makes sense. We've got the Plusle reverse here. We've got the Torterra, which appears to be like a regular card. It's not holo or anything. What we've got the Raichu, which again is one of those cards. Is that Kamiya artwork? I bet you that is. Where am I looking? Why am I not seeing the artist? Am I being blind? Kamiya, sorry, I'm so blind. Yeah, that looks like Kamiya's art. The Raichu, again, one of those cards that's probably worth a couple of pounds to the right buyer. Same with the Eevee. Any of those sort of cards from back in the day will be worth a couple of quid. We've got the reverse Buniri. Another Eevee down there. It looks like there's a few of those in there, which is nice. Maybe we'll have a couple coming to Whatnot. We've got a couple of reverses up top, and then that's about it for Mysterious Treasures. So I'm going to, again, go through and sleeve them up. Next up, we have got by far the biggest lot of cards from Diamond and Pearl base, and we've actually got a really good number of cards in holo and reverse. So this is an interesting one, because this is again one of the ones, this and Platinum base are the two that I have probably the most cards for already sat in my binders. Oh wow, 3 of these, are they rare? Wow, okay, 3 rare Clefables. Don't get me wrong, that was absolutely cooked, but I'll just pick whatever one looks the best from the front. Go with this one. Put those two to the side. Yeah, sorry. So it looks like quite a lot of the holos are actually the ones that I was missing. So it looks like it's a really sort of good complementary set. I mean, that is absolutely munched. That's one of the worst ones I've seen from the front so far. You'll be able to tell. I mean, I'll upgrade that at some point, but you'll be able to tell even in a binder. I think I might already have that one. But yeah, anyway, it looked like quite a few of the holos that were included were the ones that I was missing, which was nice to see. Like, I've got some of these in reverse, but maybe I didn't have them in holo. Again, that's munched. You can tell that that was a childhood card that's got crease and all sorts, so that's not so good. But it's all right. Again, like, I can upgrade these over time. That's not an issue. I still think I'm going to come out positive from this. Is there one card or two in here? There's one. Again, it's weird. These sleeves all seem to be curled up. The Infernape holo is pretty munched on the back, but actually on the front it looks all right. Let's have a look at the Beautyfly reverse. It looks decent, you know. It's not bad. Again, these reverse holos, because there was so much holo on them, as it were, they can get beaten up pretty bad. Magnezone, now I know I've already got this one. Again, that is pretty beaten up, to say the least. Interesting. I wonder, maybe this was, I guess, his first set when he was a kid. I guess if you do it in order, it was Platinum base, Diamond Pearl base, sorry. So it would make sense if it was the first one that he had. Got a couple of the Floatzel's here. Are these rare as well? Wow, they are rare. Interesting. I mean, they're both chewed. I think this one's probably slightly better on the front. These sort of, oh wow, need to be careful. These non-holo rares also do have value in them. Like the Gengar. I know I already have this, but it's wild. These, I'm pretty sure these sort of, maybe not this one, but this era of Gengars when they're non-holo rares are worth a good amount of cash, maybe like 10 quid. The reverse Luxray is a nice one. Again, that is I'm pretty certain that's a holo in this set, so to have the reverse is nice, not awful condition. Whatever this is, yeah, the Diamond and Pearl base is absolutely munched. Nonetheless, we've got the Roserade here, which again we'll swap the sleeve because it's all chewed up at the bottom. What number is this? This might be a holo, it might not be, I'm not too sure. the Skuntank here. We've got a couple. We've got the holo and the reverse. We do, but wow, look at that. Luckily, I already have this in holo foil. I know that for sure. Look, I'd rather have this included behind a card that I wasn't expecting. So it's, in my mind, it's free. The reverse was pretty good. Than to not have it included, but they are some of these Diamond and Pearl cards are absolutely munched. Yeah, again, I don't know the full backstory with all these sets, but I can only assume that this was potentially the one that he got first as a kid, because these are the worst condition ones I've seen by far. We've got this Staraptor. Again, that's in really bad nick. But look, it is what it is. It was just to sort of aid me finishing off mine as much as I can. And I will upgrade them over time as and when I find them. The Azumarill and the Hippowdon. Next section here, we've got a lot of reverses, which again is pretty cool. Let's look at the Heracross reverse. We don't have the regular behind it, but we do just have the reverse. Again, this is probably a random reverse holo that'll be worth a few quid. I'll do a little price check afterwards. I know for sure that Steelix will be. That'll be worth a couple quid. Let's check this Perugly. Is there a card behind it, or is it just on its own? It's just on its own. It's interesting. Oh wow, that is off center, and it's munched. Again, probably worth a couple quid. Any other reverses here? All just regulars. All regulars. Let's flip it around. We've got the regular Haunter, we've got the reverse Grottle. I'll go through and I'll take that out later. We've got the reverse Hippopotas. Oh, interesting, I hadn't clocked that. We've got a stamped Prinplup. It feels like there's something behind it. So have we got stamped and regular? We do, interesting. I don't know what this is from then. Was this from the pre-release? It's still pretty munched. I know I've had a few stamped platinum cards over the years, but I don't remember if I had that Prinplup or not. So we've got a stamped Prinplup and a regular one. Again, the condition of these is pretty poor. We've got a reverse Seeking, which is a nice card. Let me have a look at this. Looks like there's a couple behind it, maybe one behind it. Got the regular and the reverse. Nice, we take that. Anytime where you can get both, that just makes my life a lot easier. Very nice. What have we got on this side? We've got the Bonsly reverse. Again, I'll have a look at that afterwards. Oh wow, this one's full. We've got the Electabuzz reverse, and it looks like we've at least got a couple more behind it. It's a shame that we're not doubling up on the reverses actually, but we've got 3 regulars and 1 reverse, so no complaints. Let me just re-sleeve that. Can I have a look at this? That looks clean, you know. Back's not, but the front looks pretty clean, not too scratched up at all. And let's see, how bad are these? Yeah, pretty. That one's not too bad. We'll take that and we'll sleeve that one up for the collection. Let me see this Duskull. Feels like we've got something behind it. Have we got a duplicate reverse yet? No, still no duplicate reverse. Interesting. I'm assuming again, like the reason he's got holos and reverses is probably just from opening packs back in the day from tins or whatever. But you'd think that there would be duplicate reverses at some point if he's going to have duplicate holos and duplicate commons. But we've yet to find one, which is quite cool. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we've got quite a few reverses up top. Marill, Hoot, Machop. We'll go through those off camera. We've got the reverse Sneasel. I really like the dark reverses from this era. We've got the reverse Shinx as well. Let's see if we've got anything else. Just a bunch of trainers and energies. So yeah, I'm going to go through, sleeve these up, and then if I find any duplicate reverses, I'll come back and show you. Right, so I can't even lie to you, the Diamond and Pearl base was a bit cooked. Quite a lot of the cards looked like they've been through a washing machine or equivalent. But we are on to Stormfront, and this was actually what caught my eye about this lot on eBay, was this Gengar here. Now, there is a card behind it, and we could be, this alone could be a good portion of what we paid for everything. So the story behind the reverse holo Stormfront Gengar, I suppose, is when I had a master set, a complete master set of Stormfront. Every card, every reverse, every promo, etc., that I had to sell when I was going to do other things. I needed the cash. This Gengar itself was, I think, the last card I needed to get. It took me months and months and months to find one in the UK at all. And when you do find one, having checked sort of recent comps, in any condition, you're 30, 40 pounds, and they don't come up often. So the fact that this was in this lot and saves me the time of having to find that one card, that alone was worth quite a bit for me. So we're going to pull that out, and if it has the regular card behind it as well, then we could be absolutely cooking. But first off, we've got Luminion Hollow, which hopefully is going to be better condition than the base set, and already it's looking better, which is nice. I've just pulled out a couple of Farfetch'd out the back of that because that's what it was on with. It's not a rare or anything like that, but we'll sleeve it up anyway. Next up, we've got a reverse Hollow Mismagius and an Electrode, and that Electrode is, yeah, that's seen better days. Okay. We've got the reverse Hollow Mismagius. It's interesting, the reverses from this era always feel really thick. That's the only way I could describe them, is like when you hold them, they feel noticeably thicker than a regular card. We've got the regular Sceptile and a reverse Dusclops. The regular Hollow Sceptile is a nice one. I do believe this is one of the ones I've got. Sat in the binder. Again, it's not awful. Binder copy definitely, but not absolutely awful. Not Diamond and Pearl base set. Awful. Dusclops here. Nice, not too bad at all. Right. We're going to go on to the big one. Now let's see, what have we got? What have we got? Have we got the regular? We do! Wow, that's actually pretty big. I think the regular's worth like a tenner, you know. And that's not awful at all. Nice, okay. I think that's like a 30, 40 quid card. Class. And then the regular one's chewed. It's got a fold in it. Yeah, it's got an actual crease in it. But again, that's fine. I don't really mind. You can feel it's like, it's got a fold crease in it. Yeah, I think there's quite a lot of damage in that one, but that's fine. I don't really care. Like, the fact is, I didn't expect that to be included at all, so I thought we were just getting the reverse, and the reverse is actually in pretty decent nick, so we can't complain about that too much. We've got this regular Gyarados here, and I'm going to pull this out just in the off chance there is multiples. This Scyther is unfortunate, because again, that reverse Scyther was actually one of the most challenging ones to get. When I completed it last time, might not be now, and it is just the regular common Gyarados. Now, there's a holo version of this which I graded, and I do believe the holo version is from the structure deck, but just within the packs, I think you only get the regular common one, I think. That Torterra is also a holo, actually, so we'll pull that out and have a look. In the meantime, we've got the Miltanks as well. Again, this was one of the cheaper holos from memory. I think it's just because it doesn't have much holo fall pattern. Pretty decent nick, to be fair. Either that or just because not that many people care about Torterra. Got a reverse holo Miltank, which is nice. The regular Miltank, which is decent. The regular Salamence, again, I think that in reverse holo is maybe one of the punchier ones. Okay, nice. We'll move on. Let's see if we've got anything else worth noting in here. Nope, not in that one. Oh yes, this is quite an important one. So we do have, so if anybody doesn't know, actually, let's give a bit of history on this. Within these sets, you get some shiny Pokemon which are classed under, you might not be able to see that, but it's like SH. And this is obviously pretty beaten up, but all these shiny Pokemon are essentially secret rares. And in basically any condition, most of them are worth like 20, 30 quid. And in really minty condition, they can be worth quite a lot more. Depending on the set, I know there's a Ponyta from Shining Arceus, which is quite a bit more. Or Platinum Arceus, sorry, not Shining Arceus. But yeah, this is a secret rare. So between that and the Gengars, we're talking probably the best part of like 70 quid maybe? 40, 10, 30, 40, yeah, probably 60, 70 quid. So that alone, from Stormfront alone, has been a nice come up. So we take that, and then we'll get on to the next one. Okay, next up, we've got quite a big one here. It's actually one of my favourite sets from the series. We've got Legends Awakened. And we're starting off with a non-holo Mamoswine. Which isn't an issue because I've got the holo, but I've no idea where the non-holo comes from. I'm guessing one of the decks, maybe? Interesting, I've never come across that before. So there you go, one for the master that I didn't know I needed. On the back of this, we've got a few Grumpigs, which are they rare? No, they're uncommon, sorry. Got quite a big card here. Is there two? Oh, shut up. Now, I know there is a non-holo version of this. So, do we have holo, non-holo, or have we got doubled up in the holo? Oh, we've got the reverse! Sorry, that was maybe a bit over the top, but I was not expecting double Mewtwo's from Legends Awakened. That's another big come up. We've probably had 2 or 3 of these now where we've doubled up on cards I wasn't expecting. For out of any of the cards to double up on, maybe the only better one from the holo section in Legends Awakened would be the Rayquaza. I don't know what's more expensive, but I know this isn't cheap. So yeah, that's a huge come up. I have no idea how much that's worth, but I'll have that on the screen. I know that obviously Mewtwo's not a cheap one at all. We've got a holo Regigigas. This guy does look like he's been through a dishwasher, a washing machine, and he's come back again. But the Mewtwo's are class. What have we got up here? We've got a Gliscor, which I can already... Oh wait, is that fold? There is a fold. I just don't know if the fold's in the sleeve. No, it doesn't look like it is. Yeah. It doesn't actually look too bad, but if you know what you're looking at, you can see that that's had some sort of water damage probably. But again, binder copy, it's fine. It looks alright from the front. No, maybe it doesn't. You could probably fix that if you knew how. I just don't know how. What's in the back here? A reverse holo Shedinja. It's a super cool set. I absolutely love Legends Awakened. It's just not a cheap one. Let me see. There's no way we'll have doubled up on the Rayquaza, is there? Nah. But we've got the holo Rayquaza from Legends Awakened. It has been munched. But again, I don't really care because it looks pretty good from the front. It's not bad, it's not bad. Again, the Mewtwo makes up for anything. Is this doubled up? No! And again, this is where I mean, like, the reverse holos from this era just feel thick. That feels like there's 2 cards in that sleeve, but there's not, it's just one. We've got the reverse holo Metang, which looks like it might have some damage. It might just be on the binder, I'm not sure. What else have we got? We've got the Kyogre, actually. Let's have a chat about the Kyogre and let's see what that's saying. Because I know that in I know in a reverse holo this is expensive, or it definitely was back in the day anyway. I'll need to have a look and see if I can acquire that in a reverse. I've got 3 Marowaks, let's just pick one. Let's see what else we can pull out from here. We've got the holo Heatran. Is that on its own? Yeah, it's on its own. It's definitely had better days. Seen better days. Sorry, it's had better times, but nonetheless, holo Heatran, some regular Metangs. Let's see what else have we got. Got an unsleeved regular Jirachi, which is got a chewed up corner. That's all right, not the worst. Again, that feels like there's multiple cards in there. However, it is just the singular reverse holo Metang. We've got a couple of regular rares. We've got this Deoxys. Let me just check that we've not doubled up on that as well. It doesn't look like we have. Yep, regular Deoxys, which again I know is worth a couple of quid. Any of these regular rares of cool Pokemon, or fan favourite Pokemon I should say, are definitely worth a couple. And then let's check out, we've got a few Ledians, gosh. Yeah, I wonder, like, there's been a few cards where we've had like 4, and I wonder if they all came in like a deck together. You know how like they used, when they supply decks, they provide multiple copies of the same card, and I wonder if that's where they've come from. I think you can get that in a holo from a deck. I might be wrong, I might be tripping, that might be a different Credalia that I've seen holo. It just looks fairly similar. Let me see if we've got anything else worth calling out. Got reverse holo here. Nothing too exciting there. Got a reverse holo Ladybug there. Reverse holo Oddish, quite cool. Psychic Oddish. Nothing else to call out there. And then nothing else to call out here. So that sums up Legends Awakened. Next up, another one which is probably on the rarer side, I think, anyway, in the UK from what I've seen stuff coming up from. We've got Great Encounters, and I can see already this Blaziken has seen better days. There's been a couple of cards that have been like this, but weird how it's like the sleeve is like folded over. Yeah, that's it's not good condition at all. So we've got the Blaziken from Great Encounters. He's seen better days. Let me see if I can get this out. We've got the Slowking as well, which is a regular rare. I believe. Let's see. Great Encounters is known for the Darkrai side of things, but we've got a pretty cool Lapras there as well, which again I think is a rare. Pretty sure in a reverse holo that'll be one of the harder ones to get. The regular holo Darkrai, which is nice, although it has been munched up a bit on the corners. We've got the regular holo Cresselia here as well, backing onto, the reverse holo Latios, which is a nice card to have in the reverse. I do think that's been munched up a bit, but again, not bad binder copy. Could definitely do with being improved at some point in time, upgraded to a cleaner one. The regular holo Cresselia has also been a bit munched. Let me see, let me start pulling these from the back. What we've got here, we've got the holo Porygon Z, which is not too shabby. It's quite a nice looking card. The Granbull, which is an uncommon, I believe. I don't think it's a rare. This is a cool one, actually. Do you know what? This, well, we'll pull out the reverse holo Swampert, which is a nice card. I think that's a holo, the reverse version. It's actually a pretty clean one. This Wailord here is a sick reverse. Really, really like that. I'm sure that's probably worth a few quid. Don't get me wrong, the back's a bit munched up, but it's not too shabby. What have we got here? We've got reverse Tangrowth. Again, I think that's a holo card normally. Judging by the fact it's number 10, it probably is. A little bit munched up. Got a regular Combuskin. Let me see if we've got any other cards down here. We've got the reverse Houndoom, actually. That's interesting. That's probably worth a couple of quid, I would imagine. Except from it's got some weird sort of bleaching. Oh no, actually, never mind. That's just the card. I thought that looks like there's a strip missing. I guess not. Do we have the regular? No, we don't. But we do have a Hariyama, which has definitely seen better days. I mean, that's got part of the card missing. Honestly, I can't remember what kids used to do with cards. I suppose we could put them through the washing machine, like actually put them through the washing machine or the dishwasher, or the reverse Huntail. And the regular ones, that's a nice pain, because I think that's a... No, it's not. It's an uncommon. Interesting. I thought that was a rare. Got the Exploud there. And then you've got a Grovyle and a Kingler. Now we're just going to have a quick flick through everything else. Let's see if we've got any other cool reverses that are worth pointing out or anything else. It's pretty cool. We've got reverse Zangoose up top. You've got the reverse Feebas and the reverse Glameow there. I've still not had a duplicate reverse in any of these sets, which is interesting. We've also got the reverse Togetic down there, which I think is quite a nice one, actually. Let me see, what else have we got? Reverse Volbeat. Reverse Lunatone down here. Oh, we've got a Rogue. We've got a Rogue Sceptile. Interesting, okay. And then you've got the Zigzagoon reverse. Oh, and then you've got the Cresselia, which is quite a big one. Now, is that in a sleeve? It is. So we've got the level X Cresselia from the set, which is nice. Again, I don't know how much this is worth on its own. In that condition, it does look like it's... Let me take it out. I'll get a fresh sleeve. It does look like it's actually not bad in the front, you know. I thought it had a crease. I don't think it's got a crease. But yeah, that... it kind of feels like there's something. It's just some shite. Great. We've just got a bit of crap on it. That's definitely worth a good bit on its own. And then we've got the Sceptile Holo as well, which has got a fold on the bottom right. And it's pretty beat up. But nonetheless, we've got it. So that kind of sums up Great Encounters. Next up, we've got Secret Wonders, which is one of my favourite sets from the era, actually. These were the cards that had flown out at the start, you might have seen. So I'm just going to go through and sleeve these up. But Secret Wonders has some really sick artworks. From memory, it's 132 cards, so it's probably on the slightly larger side for the era. I think the only bigger one is Legends Awaken from memory. But we're going to start up top with the Holo Gallade, which is nice, but I can feel from the back already there's something going on. Yeah, it's pretty munched. We'll sleeve up this Unknown at the same time. Then we've got the two Gastrodons. Now, again, from memory, this might be wrong. Got a nice little reverse holo Plusle there. From memory, the Gastrodon Holos aren't the most expensive. I actually think they might be more expensive in reverse. That one's pretty clean, actually. Let's see what we've got on the fighting one. That one's a bit munched up, but again, decent binder copies, can't really complain too much. Let's see what we've got here. We've got the Magmortar, which is a bit chewed up, but that's in the regular holo. What else have we got here? We've got Wormadam. Let me try to pull all that out. We have another Wormadam, and we've got 2 Arcanines. The Arcanine is pretty sick. I know that, again, in reverse, I think that's one of the more expensive ones for this set. Fan favourite card, obviously. We've got the Electivire here, and then we've got a reverse holo Wormadam. I think that Electivire from memory... Oh, that's got a bit creased there. I was going to say that I think that's one of the better cards to get in reverse, but that is absolutely chewed up. So that will get upgraded at some point because that's been properly bashed about. We've got a pretty cool reverse down here. We've got the Golduck, which I'll sleeve up. And then, oh, interesting. We've got one very light Charmeleon, one not. Are they both real? I think so. They both feel pretty good. Interesting. Either this has got sun damage or it was just a very faint print run. Very interesting. I'm pretty sure they're both real. Wow, quite the contrast. We've got the Golduck reverse there, which is a very cool one to get. And then down bottom, oh, and it is the reverse actually, that's pretty cool. We've got a reverse Golem, and then we've got a non-holo Breloom. Nice Golem. I think that might be a harder one to get. Right, and then let's have a flick through and see what else we've got that's pretty cool. We've got an Ivysaur up there, which is a sick artwork. The Pidgeotto is quite cool. We've got a reverse holo Shelgon, we've got a reverse holo Unknown, and a reverse holo Venomoth. Wartortle there is pretty cool. What else have we got? We've got the reverse holo Hoppip. Reverse holo Pidgey, which is really nice. The regular Bulba, I know that is an expensive reverse, that's a shame, same with the Charmander. Yeah, would love to have picked those up in the reverse slots. We've got the Shuckle. Shuppet has definitely seen better days. We've got the Squirtle, which again would be a nice one to have. We've got a couple of reverses here, the Venonat and the Voltorb. And then it looks like that's just all regulars after that. So we've got one set left to go after this. Right, here we go. We've got the first duplicate reverse holo, which is the Secret Wonders Team Galactic Mars. Unfortunately, both are quite badly damaged. I don't know if you can see that. That's got a big line down it. And this one has got an actual fold in it. But we do have 2 reverse holos for the first time, and we've got a bunch of regulars as well behind it. Firstly, if anyone's made it to this point in the video, a massive thank you, because I know this has been long. I've literally been at this for like 2 or 3 hours organising, in fact probably closer to 3 hours organising all these cards. But last but not least, we have got Mysterious Treasures, which is a very sick set, and this Alakazam reverse holo is a nice one to get in reverse. I got a regular Bayleaf here, and I can tell by the back it's cooked. Yeah, you can just feel when you take these cards out and you've held enough, and you can just feel when like maybe the card feels thin or whatever. We've got the Ambipom regular holo card, the Whalebone, which I believe is a regular rare. Yep, nice. The Ariados, which seems to be a common regular rare, whatever that is. Yep, non-holo. What have we got here? We've got an Unknown. Very cool one here, the Gyarados. I'm pretty sure I already have this actually, but it's one that I think in a reverse holo is pretty pricey. We've got the Dugong. Let me see, anything else worth pulling out at this point in time? Nope, we can skip past that for now. We've got a bunch of nice cards here. We've got reverse Unknown. The Tropius is pretty cool as well. Let's see, we've got the reverse Apom up the top. Ooh, we've got a nice little reverse Cyndaquil there. Reverse Gibble. And any other further reverse. The Pikachu's a nice one. Again, that's one in the reverse you really want. And then the last page, the reverse Dusk Ball and the reverse Fossil. So I'm probably going to finalise everything, wrap up with like a piece to camera, and then we'll see how we did. So let me know how you think I did overall. Do you think it was a good purchase? Do you not? It cost me about £230, £225 in total. So overall, just from the cards alone that were included, despite the conditions, I am very happy with them. For me, a big, massive factor is that I know how rare these cards are to find. Never mind find them all at once. So the convenience aspect of getting this volume of cards from the specific era that I want to buy all at once from one seller, that alone saves me a significant number of hours. I mean, when I bought them originally, I must have spent hours between Troll and Toad, eBay and Facebook looking for specific cards. So again, it's a massive time save. I think for me to fill out the binders, it looks really sick. I think we got a lot of good value from it. You guys will have seen on screen as I would have been totting up the sort of key card and how much they're worth. At this point in time, I haven't done it myself. I'll be doing that in the edit. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Drop this video a like. Let me know down in the comments what's your favourite Diamond and Pearl or like Platinum era set, and which one of the cards in particular was your favourite. I bet you for most people it's probably going to be the Gengar, the Mewtwo. I think that my favourite is probably the Gengar. Again, that's the main reason why I bought the set was because of that. But the double Ampharos was a huge win itself, and overall just a pretty sick nostalgia trip going down and looking at someone's childhood collection. So I'll see you guys very soon with another video.